Hey guys, it's Joanna. It's Friday, and this week we're doing food. Alyssa's video was her eating zebra cakes for like 3 minutes, and Ashley made muffins. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to talk about my top 5 favorite restaurants I've ever been to, which was a challenge. I spent like the past 2 weeks coming up with this list. Really hard to choose a top 5. And I'm gonna start with an honorable mention to a restaurant that wasn't that good. A lot of people hated it, but I liked going there. And it was called Jilly's, and it was a sports bar, and it closed down. At my high school, there was a tradition of going there after shows, and it closed down the day before we were gonna go there. So rest in peace, Jilly's. We will miss you. So number 5 on the list is a place called Ninja in New York, and the thing about this place is it serves a lot of Asian food, and I don't really like Asian food that much, just not my cup of tea. But Ninja is really special because even if the food wasn't what I like the most, the restaurant is presented in such a way that it's so cool. What it is just a bunch of guys jumping out at you and trying to scare the shit out of you, doing like magic tricks and setting things on fire and giving you a whole performance with like swords and stuff during the meal. And it's just really cool. And I've been there twice. We went there for my birthday. And it's just a fun place and I love it. Here's a video from I think the first time I went there.
And that would be the zuzu butter, which is like a Japanese infused butter with some herbs and spices.
And yeah, Ninja, New York. Number 4 on my list is a place called BJ's by the Water. It's a really pretty restaurant. It's in Ocean City, Maryland, and it's right on the water. The view is right out to the water, and I can't even remember what I ate there, but I know it was so good. And like, I've been there tons of times because when we go to Ocean City, the drive up is really long, and we usually stop for food at Wendy's on the way up. Same Wendy's every year. But on the way back, we usually want to have like lunch before we leave. And 2 years in a row, we've gone to BJ's. It's just such a nice atmosphere. It feels like a restaurant on the beach. And it's so nice. And I wish I could give a more descriptive description of it, but I can't. A few other little mentions from Ocean City are JR's Grill or JR's Steakhouse. I don't remember exactly what it's called. It's a really good place. We go there every year, usually like the first or second night we're there. And they serve really good like meat, like steaks and stuff. I had a London broil last time. It was really good. It's got like a mural of like Disney, like Mickey Mouse. The other place is Higgins, which last year actually wasn't as good as it usually is, but they're where we go when we want crabs. They have great crabs and oysters and clams and like mussels and like seafood. Yeah, it's all you can eat crabs and it's delicious. The next on my list is a place called Yama Sushi. I know I said at the beginning of this video that I don't like sushi, which is what makes this place so significant because this place is the reason I eat sushi. Fillet rolls are made with avocado, but here they have it with cucumber and it's amazing. And they also have this like lobster roll that's like lobster and like mango. It's so good. When you leave, instead of giving like mints or something stupid, they give you these little like mango candies, or I think they're mango, and they're so good. And I love this place. It's in a little shopping center near Giant, I think. And it's also near the best Chinese place I've ever been to. But that doesn't make it in the video, I'm sorry. Number 2 is somewhat there for nostalgic purposes. A few years back, a restaurant that me and my family loved called Crab Shanty was refurbished, bought by new people, and renamed the Shanty Grill. And we still love it. We still go there. The food's still great. The crabs are still great. It's still a great time, but it kind of lost its like homey feel. They had great food, and like there was nothing that needed to be added, but then they just like, they made it really fancy and like more expensive. They've redid the menus, redid everything, and it's not as good. So Shanty Grill, not in my top 5 list, Crab Shanty, yes. As much as I love the Shanty Grill, Crab Shanty was like where we went to dinner if we wanted to go somewhere where I learned to eat crabs. But Crab Shanty, close to my heart. Love it. Number one. Number one's interesting because all these other places I've been at least twice. This place I've only been once. And it was a place in Florence, Italy. It was a little restaurant between two alleyways, and it was the best restaurant I've ever been to. Our waitress's name was Aurora. There's a picture of me with her that, if I can find it, I'll put in front of my face right now. Ignore how ugly I was as a child. The waitress keeps like recommending stuff, and like we ate so much that day. It was just a lunch. And I remember it was like outside, there were like just a few tables, probably only one other person at the restaurant. And the restaurant was literally between two alleyways. There was no indoor portion except the kitchen. You could see the kitchen in the building next door, and there was a tank of like live fish and lobsters. The thing about this restaurant is that on this trip to Italy, the food was all really bad because they mostly fed us breakfast and dinner. And the tour company was awful. They gave us like these rock hard pieces of bread and these like flavorless pastas, and it was disgusting. And then lunch was like our time to like have real Italian food. And this restaurant was just amazing. Well, that's all for today. I think this video is going to be pretty long. My mom just came in the house, so I pretty much have to cut it off there. That marks the end of Food Week. We'll see y'all next week. Bye! Hi, Mommy.
Hello, sweetie.
Hi, Mommy.
Mwah.